So here we are ready to start our labs here. So I got my very simple layer 2 connection between the two devices here. The same example which I discussed last time in my previous video. Here you can see router 2 is connecting to router 5 on F0 by 0, F0 by 0. But if you try to see our physical topology, there is no device. Router 2 is no way connecting to F0 by 0 directly. So it's an intermediate device called switch which is connecting. So that is something we need to figure out. Now in our example, switch 1 is the device which is connecting in between them. So which means as per our logical topology here, router 2 is connecting to router 5, but physically this F0 by 0 port is connecting to my switch 1, and then this F0 by 0 port is also connecting to my switch 1. And on both the ends, here it's a router 2, so probably this port will be my F0 by 2 port, and this is router 5, so opposite side will be F0 by 5. So if you try to visualize the same thing in our physical topology, F0 by 0 is connecting to F0 by 2 here, and router 5 F0 by 0 is connecting to router switch F0 by 5. So the same thing I'm going to do here, F0 by 0 connecting to F0 by 2 of switch 1, and F0 by 0 connecting to F0 by 5 of switch 2. So if you want to make sure that these two devices should see as if they are directly connected interfaces, part of the same broadcast domain, we need to configure these two in the same VLAN. So we need to configure these two ports in the same VLAN on switch 1. Now they look as if they are directly connected to each other. So logically it's a direct connection between them, and they belong to a part of separate broadcast domain. So this is how, even when you're using Metro Ethernet lines on the WAN, each and every customer's traffic is differentiated. So it's really very useful. This is the way even in your CCI lab exams also we are going to design the topology based on the standard default topology which we have, something like this, and then we are going to create a logical topology. Okay, so now as per your question or as per your requirement, you can use any VLAN. So here I'm just using a VLAN called 25 here as per my documentation. So let's get into that. Now here in my packet tracer program here, so if you have a real access to devices, you can try to simulate the same kind of topology. You can create a similar kind of topology here, or if you're doing some online racks, you can just check out. Probably you may have different port numbers. So as per my lab here, I'm using a simple basic program packet tracer because I'm just doing some VLANs and trunk configurations here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to verify this lab on my packet tracer, and I have a pre-designed or pre-connected topology in my packet tracer here. So here you can see this topology. I want to make sure that router 2, this is my router 2, I'm getting into the command line of my router 2 here, should be able to communicate with my router 5, which is somewhere here. So I don't have any configurations. I just want to verify, is there anything configured? I can see there are some pre-configurations. So what I'll do is I'll try to erase my configurations and I reload my device, assuming that I don't have a single configuration on my device. So let us see on the router 2 as well. So this is something pre-configured here, not a problem. I'll erase my device because I already saved these configurations when I did some initial configuration. So I just erased everything and it's just behaving like a blank new router here. So let's get started here. So I'll start with my router 2 configuration here, router 2. On the router 2 side, I'm just doing the basic configuration. So on the router side, this is my router interface here, and this is also my router interface here. I'm going to do just a basic configuration. So I'll go to my router 2, I'll change the host name here, I'll go to my interface, IP address 10.0.25.2 I'm using. So you can use any IP addressing as per your requirement, and then I'm giving a no shutdown command, and that's it. If I give show CDP neighbor, you can see my router 2 F0 by 0 port is not at all connecting to router 5, it's connecting to my switch, and I'm using my switch as switch 1, which is 3560 platform, and it is connecting on F0 by 2. So the same way what I discussed. So in case if you have any doubts like how the devices are connected, you can always go and check show CDP neighbor command. Very useful command, especially when you're doing some troubleshooting where you may not have a clear idea on how the device is connected. I really suggest you to go with this command. So this gives you the same information what we can assume. So if you're doing CCI lab exams, then you will have a predefined topology, something like this. You can even verify that to just to make sure. You can even use show CDP neighbor command. So instead of getting into diagram, you can get some clear information here. So this command, anyway, if you're using a real iOS, this command will be very much useful because we are going to see only on that interface. In your packet tracer, this command is not supported, but if you're using a real iOS, real devices, probably you can try this command also, which will give a very good information, and only on that port interface configuration it will show you. Okay, so let us move to router 5 now. So router 2 part, I just did the basic configuration. If you want to verify what I did, do show history command. I just did only this part, interface F0 by 0, assign the IP address, and then just give no shutdown command, because by default the interface is in shutdown state. So now I'm going to router 5 console screen. This is my router 5 console screen. Nothing is configured, so I'll say router 5 interface F0 by 0. I'm going to assign the IP address. Okay, I'm going to assign the IP address 192, not 192, it is 10.0.25.5 and then 255.0.0.0, no shutdown command. And if I give show CDP neighbor, again this port is not connecting to router 2 directly, it is connecting to switch 1 as our physical topology. So now I'll try to ping to my device, which is 10.0.25.2. okay, now here you can see you don't see any communication happening here because they are not part of the same VLAN. So what I'll do is I'll get into my switch, which is my switch 1. I'll go to the console screen of my switch. On the left side you can see this is my switch 1, and I'll try to verify is there any configurations present here. Already I have some configurations, so I'll try to erase those configurations, assuming that we don't have anything, and then I'll delete that VLAN.dat file to just make sure that I don't have any VLAN configurations also, and I'm reloading my switch. So when I set this topology, it already have some configurations, so I'm just making it as a blank switch without any configurations. So let us verify now. Show VLAN. There's nothing configured except the default VLAN, and there is nothing here, you can see. So it's just like a blank, a new switch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a range command where I'm going to shift port number 2 and port number 5, F0 by 2, F0 by 5 into a F0 by 2 and F0 by 5 to be a part of same VLAN. So I'm going to say switch port mode access, and then I'll say switch port access VLAN, and whatever the VLAN you want. So here I'm assuming the VLAN is 25, so I'm going to shift port number 2 and 5 into the same VLAN. So even though you don't have any VLAN, it will automatically create. Now if I verify show VLAN command, I can see my VLAN 25 has been created, and these two ports are part of a same broadcast domain. So now if I verify from router 2, I should be able to ping to router 5 here. Let us try to do that. Router 2, so I'll verify with show IP interface brief command. You can see the interface is up, anyway it will be up. So I want to make sure that I should be able to ping to the opposite interface, which is 10.0.25.5. You can see it's pinging. So now your traffic is going to, from here it will go to switch 1, and switch 1 is going to forward to the same VLAN port that is on F0 by 5. From there again it is going to router 5. So now that is how logically we are going to separate each and every connection, even though they are part of, all the devices are connecting to the same switch or same service provider, but still each and every connection is totally differentiated by different VLAN configurations. So this will give a very basic idea on how the logical topology is established. Now anyway, we'll get into some more complex logical topology configurations by using sub interfaces, by using trunks. We'll get into all those things in our next videos.